Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Cap Nation Live, Saturday, game day edition. Saturday, the 14th of November. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Sorry for the few minute of a late start. A lot of new clients signing up. Had to send out games, so I do apologize to everybody. If you're on my personal plays and you did not get a text message from me, you should probably shoot me one right now. What's going on, everybody? I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. Already nearly 100 people here waiting. And we're not even live yet, but we are now. Waiting for another good day. Moose is in the house. Holy shit. Good morning, Moose. Good morning, everybody. The legend is here. Mike Brown, Trey, good morning. I know we were just texting. Welcome on board. Thank you for jumping on board the combo package. T-Step, J. Hughes, 17 Clipper, Jeremiah, Moley Cruel, Shane, good morning. Jay Shep, good morning. Shane, good morning. Uh-oh. Who let him out? But Jeff is here. Good morning, Jeff. Joe Free, good morning. Mike Scott, good morning. Mike Brown, good morning. J. Hugh, good morning. Janice, good morning. If I miss you, it's nothing personal. It just means I just somehow magically skipped over it. Mike Brown, good morning. Mike Scott, good morning. Jacob Caldwell, good morning. Fast B, good morning. Joe Free, Michael, good morning. Jeremiah, I think I already got you, but it's okay. Josh D, good morning. Dennis, good morning. Chris Kennedy, good morning. Adrian, good morning. We're slowly getting there. Scott, good morning. Neverez, good morning. King Parlay, good morning. Ricky Lee, good morning. T-Money, good morning. Tim, good morning. Moose, good morning. Ricky Lee, good morning. Josh D. Sawyer, good morning. Fantasy R&R, good morning. Sorry, no outside promotion of your own channel. That's why your comment promoting it was deleted. Real Champ, good morning, but you are welcome to join us and tune in and drop some knowledge if you want. Christy, good morning. Renault, good morning. Big ass Redwood in the house, good morning. Thomas Strickland, good morning, sir. Glad to have you on board as well. Chris Kennedy, good morning. Anthony, good morning, sir. We're slowly getting there. We're catching up. Manuel in the house, good morning. Says, y'all need to wait for Kyle to bet. LOL, if you want to win, hashtag facts, buy his premium and personal to win. I've been on board for 2 weeks, up 11K. Glad to hear that, Manuel. Love having you on board. Uh-oh, it just jumped in front of me. Jay Baseball Frogger, good morning. I know you sent an email looking for Cash App. If you still need that option, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thomas Grover, good morning. Greg Engel, good morning, brother. I know we were just chit-chatting in text, getting you back on board. King Parlay in the house, good morning. Packages are on the website. You can buy 3 days. You asked how much the packages cost. You can buy 3 days of premium plays or my personal plays, $99. The big combo package, which is $300. Guaranteed Saturday is $150. Alex, good morning. Rookie MVP in the house, good morning. Justice, good morning. Rich says, good news and bad news. I've got my bankroll high enough to purchase an air fryer, but I got to renew instead, and I'll wait till after the weekend for that air fryer. We will win you that air fryer, Rich. Adam, good morning. Glad to have you on board as well. Lionel, good morning. Says your picks were fire last night. Free plays did go 3-0. We did hammer the game of the week. Justice, thanks for jumping back on board. Henry Warden, good morning, sir. Enrique, good morning. Barry Brown says, let's go. We're getting there. We're working on it. It's going to be another great day. You can't rush greatness, that's for sure. Jeffrey Thompson, good morning. Scott says it's like a buffet of winners today. That's a fact. Chris Kennedy says, I'm new, but love all the info and great people on here. Great info. Thank you, Chris. Welcome. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and I will tell you this much. We probably have, hands down, the nicest, most friendly, most helpful live interactive chat, and I absolutely love it. RX Sunny in the house, good morning. Gilbert, good morning. Jacob says, air fryers are great, but Kyle the GOAT makes the right decisions. Thank you, sir. Jose Lopez says, what it do, Cap Nation? Saul, good morning. You only need one direct bet to put 500. Well, if you want one monster play to put 500 on, I recommend getting our guaranteed Saturday play. Guaranteed a winner. You get the next one free. Jermaine, my brother, what's going on? Good morning. Glad to see you tuning in live with us again. Lou, good morning. Down to Life for Tex 86, good morning. Michael, good morning. Michael B. Saul, I'm going to remove your phone number so people don't have it. You probably shouldn't post it in a live chat. There are other sports services that troll us. They'll probably be texting you now. I don't just randomly solicit texts. But if you want to sign up, Saul, feel free. Right on our website, cappersdirect.com. Gilbert, good morning. Kirk, good morning. Brant, good morning. Super Crisco. Can I pay for one good play? You absolutely can. It's called Guaranteed Saturday. You don't want to miss it. It is basically essentially our biggest play of the week. It is a college football play. You need to be signed up by 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's already posted on the website. You can get instant access to it as soon as you sign up. Here's a link to it in the live chat right now. It's $150. It does come with our big guarantee to win, or we will give you the next one free. Pat, good morning, a.k.a. Glockman68. Mike Roth, good morning. Mr. Thomas, good morning. Tim G, good morning. Katie Fun168, good morning, Katie. Big Buddy, good morning. Tan, good morning. Guaranteed Saturday is up. You just got to log in. I know we were just texting. I know, and thank you, Tan, for getting on board the big combo package. And I look forward to working with you. Renault Brown, where do you send your personal to? Where do I send my personal plays to? Is that what you're asking? I text them to my clients. T-Step says, 876-5309, ask for Jenny. Absolutely. Always got to ask for Jenny. Hey, it's my wife's name. Why are you posting her number? Just kidding. Enrique, good morning. Brandon, good morning. Greg Engel. No, I haven't been inside the D yet. No, sir. Last of a dying breed, good morning. Super Crisco, you're very welcome. Gilbert, you're having problems logging in. What kind of problems, sir, are you having? I can take a look. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. Now, I know you have 2 accounts, Gilbert, so we need to merge those 2 together. I could do that after the live show. But you have, oh no, you only have 1 account. Sorry, there was another Gilbert with a last name of G. If you're having an issue, let me know. If you can't remember your password, you could either reset it, or I can just make it a generic one, and then you can log in and change it. Michael, the Jets are playing today. Give me 1 second. Remember, Guaranteed Saturdays is always on the website. William, good morning. And yes, I'm not always looking at my phone, William. Give me 1 second, folks. If you're using a cell phone, turn it sideways, scroll down, look for your username, click the small box that has 4 windows in it, and then scroll down. If I got paid 10 cents for every time I have to say that on a day like today, we wouldn't have a show, let me tell you. Renault, if you did not get a text, send me a message. Jaquan Green, good morning. We're usually here for 2 hours. There's no like set time limit on how long we'll be here for. We're going to start breaking down the games here shortly. There's a lot of games on the board that I want to talk about. And go from there. But, you know, I don't know exactly how long we'll be live for. But generally pretty close to that time frame in the morning. I mean, we've got, what do we have? We have 2.5 hours before game time. So right about that time, yeah. Mike Brown still can't find the FAU team total over the first half. You definitely need Bet Online. Katie Fund, no. The reason why it's one game. It's one game today. It's not 2 Saturdays. The reason why it says 2 days is if you were to sometimes we put it up early, and on days where we do, if you purchase it on Friday, you won't have access to it. So that's why we always give that second day. If that makes sense. We don't want anybody to lose access to it. People that have purchased it earlier in the week, we always make sure everybody doesn't lose access to that play. Speaking of that, I need to make sure people that purchased it earlier in the week during donation day did not lose access to it. Nope, everybody's got access to it. Good, 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 good. So what I do see is I see a lot of you guys need Guaranteed Saturday. I see it. I see it. BC Pops is nicely done last night with the Game of the Week. Game of the Week was absolutely lights out. They made us sweat. They made us sweat, and I didn't like that in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. They made us sweat it out. We only needed 11 points the entire second half in that game, and we got it. They just made us sweat, and then they just blew the doors off of it. They blew the doors too much off of it. Damn Cincinnati killing a teaser. Killing a teaser and changing a 3-1 day into a 2-2 because of a 75-yard run at the very end of the game with like 16 seconds left or something like that. But full recap, what we're going to do, we're going to do a recap. Then we're going to have a little barbershop, a.k.a. start breaking down some games. Renault Brown, if you're on my personal plays, let me take a look at your account. Give me 1 second. Let me take a look at your account while we're doing this. Let me see what's going on with it. See if I can find it. What's your username on the website? Oh, never mind. I found it. I found it. Oh, okay. I didn't see the order come through. I did not see the order come through. When I went through the orders for this morning, for some reason, yours did not go through. But nonetheless, they're coming to you right now, brother. They're coming to you right now. And if you guys want to be cool and get these plays, you got to get on board because they're going to be juicy. All right, I just sent you a text message, and I said that it was me. Hopefully you got them. All right, games are sent. What's the largest risk that I've taken? I've bet 100K twice. I've shown both tickets on the live show. We lost the first one, and we won the second one. It was 100,000 to win 105. It was a plus 105 on the Yankees. And that was, showed those tickets on the live show. That was a lot of fun. Not. I got beat by an Altuve walk-off when they were cheating. I mean, I got it back the very next day with pain and suffering, a.k.a. the plus 105. So I got an extra 5K for pain and suffering out of it. But we should have went 2-0 on that one. Super Cisco 150, no discount. Unfortunately, there's no discount. Justice says, ask him about the Yankees. Before I was a professional handicapper, my biggest bet, I don't know, probably 20K. And if I remember correctly, I think I lost it, to be honest. When I was younger, I made some stupid bets. Jaquan says discount is guaranteed next week. Well, if everybody supports it, discount will definitely be even closer to guaranteed next week. Rich and Timothy, thank you for jumping on board. My personal plays. Rick Riviera, I think you got on board the wrong game, brother. I think you got my game of the week, which I need to have them fix that because actually I'm going to take that off. It shouldn't even be up there right now. I didn't even think it was still up there. Rich, I'll have games going your way here in just a minute. Justice says, I'm sure you did. We all have. Shane, I've got Dustin as well. I hope he keeps going too. I hope he keeps going too for us. Tim, I got plays coming your way. Rich, you're after that. Alrighty, Rich, you're up. You're on deck, Rich. And then we're going to start getting these good game day breakdowns rolling. We'll do a full recap. You guys have to bear with me. It is a super busy morning. Trying to multitask. Rich, they're in your inbox. Let me know if you don't get them, brother. Katie, I text out my personal plays. I text out my personal plays. So you'll get premium plays online, and then you'll get my personal plays by me via text. Jeremiah says, Kyle, this may be a stupid question, but am I able to get a bet online in Singapore? Yes, you are. And remember, if you open up your account, Jeremiah, and you go to our website, read the instructions on the website, you can get 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays free. Joe Free says, you're growing, Kyle. Every day we're growing, brother. Every day. Thank you, Justice, for helping out as well, answering Katie's question. Fantastic, Rich. Glad to have you back on board with me. And remember, Jeremiah, the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. So if you guys have a question, feel free to ask away. Michael B says, I've got Tiger in a parlay for the Masters. I've got Tiger in the Masters as well. He pays much better than Dustin Johnson, that's for sure. BC Pop says, after the money I won With Game of the Week, I jumped back on board with personal plays. Kyle, one of the best cappers I know in the business. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mike Scott says, busy Kyle, it's good being the king. Mr. Metch, Tom, you got to be on. You have to be, which you already have access to it, but you need to be signed up by 2 p.m. Eastern time. Miles says, which would you recommend, premium or personal? I know they're both great, but just curious. Either one will treat you perfectly fine. The difference between the two, premium plays are put out by myself and everybody here at the company, and you get them online, whereas my personal plays, they're by me, myself, and I, and you got to wait until I text them to you. So a little bit different. One you get online, one you get the personal one-on-one service. Barry Brown says, I think it's time to hire a secretary. I definitely need somebody to send out my games for me, that's for sure. Scott says, in the Starbucks drive-thru, I will take a breakfast burrito, either that or a bacon Gouda sandwich, as well as a white chocolate mocha venti extra hot. And you better give me an extra shot because I was up to like 2 o'clock in the morning working on games. Calvin says he's a little late. Better late than never. Calvin, thank you for joining us. Mr. Watson, good morning. Thank you for the great pick last night. You're very welcome. Frank, yes, guaranteed Saturday is posted. Remember, if you have multiple packages on the website and you're using a cell phone, make sure, first of all, you turn it sideways, okay? Make sure you turn your phone sideways, scroll down, look for your username. You don't scroll down to the bottom, you just scroll down a little bit. Look for where your username is located, and then depending on what browser or what phone you're using, right next to your username or under it is a small little box with 4 windows in it. Click that small little box that has 4 windows in it and then scroll down. All right, and then scroll down. Mike Smith says 6:43 on the West Coast and 170 people watching. That's a sign of being successful. I do agree. There was a time where it was like 12 of us in here. And even then it was great too. You know, Shapendi, good morning. You know, I love having everybody here and everybody that tunes in with us. It's a blessing. And I'll be honest, I mean, I get paid to be here, and I was going to be here regardless, if I did the YouTube thing. And for people that don't know, YouTube started out as like my little pet project, what we did on YouTube. My job requirement doesn't require me to be on YouTube, but it's something that I enjoy doing. So I like being here, and the YouTube part makes it even better. And the fact that we do have a successful show and we have a great group of individuals makes it even better for me. So I love every bit of this. I love every bit of this. I couldn't imagine spending my Saturday any other way other than maybe, fishing, which I'd rather be doing. No offense to you guys. No offense to you guys and gals. I'd rather be out fishing, which means I think it's time to do a fishing show again. It's been a little while. For everybody that doesn't know, that's new, we have filmed. I have a couple boats, and I film from the boats every now and then when life gets busy and I start playing with my toys. I filmed from the wakeboard boat or the surf boat as well as my fishing boat. Rodney, good morning. How can you go about getting one good play every day? Well, we don't have a guaranteed play every single day, but we do have them 2 to 3 times a week. 2 to 3 times a week. All right, multitasking here. I see a lot of you. Uh-oh, somebody's air frying bacon. You're killing me. I want to see what a picture. Oh, man, you did send me a picture. You're killing me. I want to see what it looks like when it's all said and done. What does the air fried bacon look like when it's all said and done? Miles, if you're watching, brother, I'm going to be sending you games right now. I see you just signed up for my personal plays. And I know you're fairly new to the website, so I will be sending them to you right now. Bear with me, guys. Alrighty. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. You guys want to be cool like Miles? You got to go to the website and you got to get on board. And then you too can be cool like Miles. And if you're air frying bacon, shame on you, because I don't have any. I am going to have to try that, though. I am going to have to try that one day. All right, so reading through some of these comments. Ethan says, dude, you're a machine. You have any Black Friday deals coming up? More than likely. We usually do a lot for Black Friday. I don't know if they'll be better than the buy 1 year, get 1 year free, but we'll definitely have some good stuff coming up. That's for sure. That I promise. Mike says, turn phone sideways. You just made another 10 cents, right? Right? Joe Free says, hit the thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it when you do. Randy G, are you going to break down the Liberty game? We could probably take a look at that one. Moose says, want one good play a day, just watch the live show. I kind of agree with you there. We do give out some great info. Brian says, just put 400 on the max fight pick. Very nice. Justice says, we're frozen. Hopefully it's a flattering picture of me frozen. Not really. Why is it, every time be open? You know what I mean? Can't we get better flattering photos? And there's another air fryer bacon sandwich picture, sausage sandwich picture. Gee, many crickets. About 3 more. You guys are killing me. That's not fair. That's not fair. Miles, I text him out, so check your phone, brother. I just texted you. Welcome on board. My personal plays I send out via text, so I just texted you my personal plays. Raymond, thank you for jumping on board the UFC Max Fight Pick. Trey, I see you jumped on board the Sunday NFL play. That will be out possibly later on today, if not first thing tomorrow morning. As well as 3 days of premium plays, as well as guaranteed Saturday. Thank you, sir. Mr. Becker, Rich, again, everybody jumping on board. Liberty can, we'll talk about. I promise we'll get into the Liberty game. Never says, just put a pork butt in the smoker. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, so here's the agenda. And we've been slowly getting to it. Recap. Recap coming up. We actually have 2 trays that got on board today. Glad to have both of you. One with an A and one with an E. We're going to do a recap of yesterday for transparency. It's what we always do. I didn't do it. I filmed that daily free play video last night 3 different times before the 4th one finally stuck. Every time we transferred it to the computer from the camera that we film off of, the file was corrupt. I filmed 3 amazing videos. One was 17 minutes, one was 12 minutes, and one was 10 minutes. Which probably didn't want to have the 17-minute one up there anyways, as it was a long video. But we finally got one up there. Uh-oh, we're going to sneeze. Hold on. Sneezing after the nose surgery still sucks. Wow, I called that one off. That's a good thing. Sneezing after nose surgery still sucks, let me tell you. Okay. So getting everything so that way we could do everything, get everything done. So recap for transparency. After filming yesterday's video 4 different times actually, we finally got it done. So it wasn't the best video last night. It was late. I was pissed off. But we put out the play. We will break down that game as well. And who's up for a small soccer play that starts in 7 minutes? We could get everybody rolling. We got something to root for. Brian Title, YouTube kicked you off last night for hate speech. That's never a good thing, brother. That is never a good thing. Who's up for a small free play? And when I say small because it's not a premium play size play. Peter, good morning. Ethan, good morning. Sitting here with COVID. That's not stopping me from chasing this bag of money. Very, very nice. I hope you recover quickly and safely. Pat says, let's go soccering. So we're going soccering. So here's the deal. It's a small play, full disclaimer. Nathan says, no thanks to soccer. Well, Nathan, you missed out on a nice winner yesterday. You missed out on a nice winner yesterday with Japan. Now, I bet this game already. I don't know where the line is at. I don't imagine it's gone very far. But let me pop it back up and we'll do some work. So get all your accounts ready. The game starts in literally 6 minutes. Nathan, you don't have to bet it. I know you don't like extra money. It's okay. I'll bet it twice for you, okay? All right, so log into your accounts and England soccer the day before, or in England the day before, absolutely. How many games do we bet on in college? Every day is different. Nathan, we damn right, brother, we hit that over. All right, so go to English League One under England Soccer. All right. English League One under England Soccer. By the way, free plays this week are 11-0. I'm not lying, 11-0. Gee, many crickets. All right, it's actually came down a tad bit from when I bet it. I bet it at like 5 o'clock this morning. All right. Sunderland against MK Dons. Oh, that air fryer bacon is looking good. Thank you, William, for that text. B. Ruski, if you're looking for purchasing plays, you go to our website, cappersdirect.com, click on the premium tab or guaranteed tab. All right, Sunderland, minus 137 on the money line. Sunderland, minus 137 on the money line. Just for your guys' reference. I put $2,000 to $3,000 on every premium play. Okay, so that's what I put. I put $2,000 to $3,000 on every premium play. I have 500 on this one. So there's your reference. I bet it 4 to 6 times lighter than I normally do a premium play. So bet accordingly to your bankroll. If you're normally a $100 bettor, here's a $25, $30 bet for you, okay? If you're a $1,000 bettor, here's a $200, $250. Nice little bet for you, okay? And I'm trying to log into my account on this other computer so I can take a screenshot and show you guys that I actually bet it. I bet it at minus 154. Okay, this morning. Lines came down just a tad bit. I bet it a little too early. I have 770 to win 500. And snapping a screenshot right now, or 6 o'clock is when I bet. 6 o'clock is when I bet it. Now, I did not do the spread, the minus a half and minus 1. I actually took the money line. All right, so give me 1 second. We'll get the picture on the screen for everybody for transparency. Then we'll do the recap, and then we'll jump into the game day breakdowns. Because I know we keep getting sidetracked and all that good stuff, and sidetracked sometimes is good. All right, now I don't know which one that I did here. Let's see. Oh, it should be this one. Should be this window right here. Should be opening up. That should be in your guys' window. Moose, thank you. Are we talking any UFC? If we have time, we can. I'm not the guy that does the UFC, but the UFC is posted online. Hopefully I grabbed the right screenshot up on the website for you guys to be able to see. Yep, there you go. Sunderland, 770 to win 500. I got it at minus 154. Jeremiah, for the daily free play, you're probably getting a tad bit of a high side. We put out that line, late last night. You should be fine, I would imagine. 17 Clippers says MK Dawn's going to get worked. Duke's got it at minus 139. Very nice line there. All right, so get that off the screen. Get you guys. Although I'm sure looking at that ticket is better than looking at my ugly mug. And remember, that's a small ticket. Keep in mind, that is a small ticket for me, okay? That's a small bet. That's 4 to 6 times smaller than what I normally do on a premium or personal play. And like 20 times less than what I'll have on Guaranteed Saturday. So that's a small bet, okay? And it doesn't matter what you guys bet, if it's small or large, just bet, appropriately. Okay, don't want anybody to get hurt. It is a free play. I do believe in it, just like all the 3 that I gave you guys yesterday where we went 3-0. And I do believe we'll have a nice winner there. That's awesome, Alex. That's awesome. And I do apologize for, getting a late start on that one. So hopefully everybody was able to bet it. Mr. Grover, thank you for that text message. I hope all is well. The Minnesota game should have gone over. Justice says your first withdrawal took about 10 hours. Literally takes minutes for me. The last couple times was minutes. Matter of fact, one took 1 minute. No joke, 1 minute. It must be, once your account's automated, it must be like an instant automatic thing that they do for the withdrawals, because anytime I've taken out less than 10 grand from BetOnline, it's usually instant. It's usually instant. Todd, thank you. I see you jumped on board for the combo package. I will be sending you my plays. Premium plays and Guaranteed Saturday are all on the website. If you're watching, they're coming your way right now. The autocorrect on an iPhone sometimes is classic. I send out all my personal games via text. Premium plays and Guaranteed Saturday are online. See, that was way faster than me, my fat fingers typing it. Okay. Chino says, thanks for your free plays. They've been on fire. Got me back on track from last week's drunk bet. Free plays this week. We've given out a couple little prop bets on Monday and Thursday. And remember, prop bets, if I do a prop bet, it's extremely small to the fact where it doesn't even affect anything that we do. As far as the official free plays, the ones that we're betting full bets on, 11-0 this week. 3-0 yesterday, 11-0. If you guys are riding the train, 11-0 since Monday. 11-0 since Monday. Not too shabby. I think Friday's free plays, or Sunday's free plays, ended up going 2-2 the last Sundays. Tim, you're very welcome. You guys just let me know when we win. Moose, it's not that they're expecting a letdown, and we'll definitely break that one down, but you guys have to remember, Boston College nearly beat Pittsburgh as well as Clemson. They lost to Clemson at Clemson by, I think, 4 points. Bo King says, I'm back on track. I had to chill them parlays. Parlays will kill you. Peter Reyes says, good morning, Kyle. Great call on the free play. Thanks again. You're very welcome. Joe Free says, I was able to grab Sunderland at -141. Thank you, Kyle. You're very welcome. Don't thank me now. Thank me after we win, because you never know. It may not win. Hopefully it does, because I want to keep that track. I don't want to lose a free play this entire week, to be honest. All right? So let's keep this win streak alive. 5 minutes into that game. And MK Dons with the offensive attack, that's for sure. But hopefully we're able to put some heat on, get an early goal, and kick back and put the beat down. So we're finally getting to the recap, everybody. Finally getting to the recap. Free plays yesterday, 3-0. In the morning, we had Japan. Little World Club-friendly soccer. Japan on the money line, winner, 1-0. Free play, Iowa on the money line. I don't know how many people were talking about Minnesota yesterday, and Minnesota this, and Minnesota that. Here in Minnesota, there in Minnesota, everywhere in Minnesota, gonna fade me. Now, fading me works at times, but generally it's a losing proposition. And fading me long-term is always a losing proposition. Now, we may not have a winning day every day, or hell, we may lose today. Probably not, though, because it will happen. You can't have 365 straight days winning. Although I guess we could, but we probably won't, because that's reality. But we weren't done there with Iowa. We took Florida Atlantic and FIU. We had Florida Atlantic's first half team total over 13.5. There were some people who couldn't find it, who couldn't get it, and said, hey, do you like the over 20.5 for the first half? And I said, I do. So we hammered that as well. Iowa with the beatdown. Alex, it sure was a good one. Should have made that my guaranteed game of the week. But we hammered that anyways. Game of the week. ECU and Cincinnati over 55. We had 45 first half points. 45 first half points. They made us sweat well into the fourth quarter before we got that, and then they blew the doors off it in the last minute. I think we had a winner with 5 minutes to go or something like that, but they definitely made us sweat it out. They definitely made us sweat it out, that is for sure. That is for sure. So we hammered that one. Game of the week, yet again, another winner. So if you were on it yesterday, which I know a lot of you guys were, first of all, I do want to thank you guys all for your support. You guys make this a lot of fun. Okay? Definitely was a nice fake for us, Neverest. No doubt about it. For everybody that did jump on board my game of the week, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your guys' trust and rolling with me and having fun. And we'll do it all again next week with another game of the week. And we'll do it again today with Guaranteed Saturday if you're on it as well. So we weren't done there. Premium plays, we ended up splitting out, going 2 and 2, same as my personal plays. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm trying to clear something out here. As far as premium plays go, obviously Iowa laying the $1.48 on the money line. I know that dropped into the 130s for everybody. That if you bet it late, that was a nice winner. So congrats to everybody there. We had the Iowa-Minnesota first quarter over 13. That sucked. That one sucked, unfortunately. That one sucked, unfortunately. Then we had FAU and FIU, Florida Atlantic, full game over. The full game over. Give me 1 quick second, guys, okay? Give me 1 quick second. Have to just verify something real quick. Give me 1 quick second. Okay, good to go. We also had a teaser yesterday. We got backdoored on that teaser. Although we were backdooring it when ECU scored that last touchdown. And then Cincinnati had to come with that 17 seconds left and do a 75-yard run for a touchdown. Unfortunately, that killed our teaser. We had FAU and FIU over 34, or excuse me, FAU -2, which was a winner, and then ECU plus 34.5. The plus 34.5 ended up being a loser. So we ended up going 2 and 2. We got juiced out. Lost a little bit of juice, like a little less than a half of a game. Personal plays went 2 and 2 as well. Iowa, Minnesota over 58. Shoulda, coulda, woulda on the over. If they would have scored anything, in the first half, we would have had that over. Unfortunately, we didn't. Iowa team total over 31. We cashed that one. Florida Atlantic first half team total over 13.5. Gave you guys that for free. We cashed that one. And then we dropped a teaser. We had Florida Atlantic and FIU over 34, as well as Iowa and Minnesota over 50.5. We couldn't even hit the teaser on that one. So 2 and 2, 2 and 2. We hammered the big one, though. We hammered the one that was the most important. Guys, if you guys are not celebrating, I don't know why not. I'd love to call it touchdown, but we're betting soccer. So we're going to just say, goal! We're up 1-0, folks. No. I need a sound effects board. I know, Scott. I'm working on it. I have a date tonight with a smoking hot lady, a.k.a. my wife. But if I get time afterwards, all right? If I get time afterwards, I promise I will look for a soundboard, because that would have been nice to have a soundboard right there. That would have been nice. Now, we could be celebrating too early, but I mean, when you're 12 minutes into a game and you're up 1-0, it's a good thing. All right, it's a good thing. Japan made us sweat until the end yesterday. At least we're playing from ahead. So hopefully the betting gods help us and we hold off to a nice big soccer win. Jeff, soccer score 1-0. 1-0. Just buy an air horn. I might piss off everybody else in the office building though, right? Manuel, it's not over yet. We have a long way to go. There's a lot of soccer left. There's a lot of soccer left. What do I think about TCU? Well, we're going to jump into our breakdowns today. Okay, we're going to jump into our breakdowns today. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. I clicked on the wrong thing and it said 0-0. I thought they pulled the goal back. I was like, no! No, don't worry. It's still 1-0. Still 1-0, everybody. Something like the New England Foghorn. Hey, I would definitely take it. Okay. Jay Baseball Froggers, I just emailed you the Cash App info. I know you wanted to send the... Todd, I just saw your email as well. I know I texted you the games, but I just replied to it as well. Okay, so, yes, if on soccer you bet the money line and you hit a draw, you lose unless you bet the draw option. Okay? Full disclaimer there. Jalen, definitely. We'll definitely do that one. Oh, see? Sunderland just gave up a goal. See, we're celebrating too early. 1-1. We should have took the over in that game, let me tell you. Boo. Looks like we got a game on our hands, unfortunately. That's always a sucky thing. Look at the mood in the chat just went sour. The mood in the chat just went sour. Free play is tied up and the mood went south. Don't worry, guys. A lot of soccer left. Definitely would have been a great over. I think the over was 2.5 or was 2.5 and 3 on that one. Don't worry, we'll get it. Hopefully. I don't want to lose a free play. Definitely, the over sounded like it was going to be the play. I didn't when I took a look at it, I didn't expect it to be a super high scoring game. Ying, thank you for jumping on board. Guaranteed Saturday. Rashad, thank you for jumping on board 3 days of the premium plays. Alrighty, so we're going to jump into these breakdowns. I'm getting all my information up. Getting all my good information up. Here's the link for Guaranteed Saturday. What do I think about TCU? We'll take a look at that game a little bit later. Adam, we bet on Sunderland. We bet on Sunderland. Just depends what the over is. Just depends what the live over is. I'll try and log on and take a look and see what the live over is as well. Joseph, thank you for jumping on board Guaranteed Saturday as well. It's going to be another amazing day, everybody. Lou says Sunderland live is plus 105 for the match results on PointsBet. I'm taking a look right now. I'm logging into soccer. BetOnline does not have it live, unfortunately. BetOnline does not have a live wager on it, unfortunately. Boo. That's no bueno right there. That's no bueno right there. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on one second, folks. Premium plays are online. They are different than my personal plays. Winston, I'm texting you, brother, if you're watching. All right, so Cody, is there still time to get on Guaranteed Saturday? Oh, yeah, brother, you got plenty of time. You have until 2 p.m. Eastern time is the cutoff. The package will be cut off on the website at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Pat, I think it's Jersey. I think PointsBet's in Jersey. Nathan says shooting the shit in the barbershop. Absolutely. Mr. Tate, thank you for jumping on board Guaranteed Saturday as well. All right, so we will take requests for breakdown number one of the early games. We don't always take requests, but I'll take a request this morning. We'll fly by the seat of our pants. Post up in the comment section the game and preferably the game number. If you know the game number, post up the game number as well of one of the early games. And there's not that many of them. It's a half dozen or about eight of them. And we'll break one of them down to start. Jeff wants me to break down the Iowa game. Hammer the snot out of Iowa. Go back in time and hammer the snot out of Iowa. And whoever faded me yesterday, we know who you are. Change your bet and go back and bet Iowa with us. Because Iowa's the winner. We could do the Wisconsin and Michigan game later. That's one of the later games. We want to do one of the early games. Looks like it's Army. Army games are just boring. Army games are just boring. Arun, we will definitely do the clown video. I did it to open up the show. We will do it. Matter of fact, I'll do it after the first breakdown. Greg says never fade Kyle. Well, fading me does work sometimes. I'm not 100%. I mean, look, our soccer play was 1-0. Now it's tied up 1-1. Lord help us if we lose that one. Sure as hell don't want to lose that one. Nathan says, I remember you told that guy, fade me, see how it turns out. We did. We definitely did. It didn't turn out too well for him, did it? All right, so we definitely have some early games to break down. And then we're going to have some fun. Jalen says, a lot of people interested in Miami today. I love it. Duke says, that should be your bio. Fade me. Let me know how it works out for you, right? Stevie Steve's in the house. Yes, it's definitely the anniversary of the Marshall plane crash. That's for sure. Now, you don't always lose, Mr. Grover, fading me. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100%. But we win a lot more than we lose, that's for sure. And we're definitely up big this week on the free plays for everybody. Okay, so the consensus has spoken, and you guys want that boring-ass game by Army. Now, I don't remember what the game number was, but I know somebody posted it. Let me see if I can find it. And I'd love a Masters update. Who's winning? How's it looking? How's Tigers end of round 2 rolling? But yeah, we'll do the Army game. It's game 203 and 204. I can't say I'm too excited about this one. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Army and Tulane. Army and Tulane coming right up for everybody. Game 203, 204. We'll jump into the game day breakdowns right now for everybody. J Rock in the house says, Kyle the Barber, bet against him and you'll catch the fade. We do need a T-shirt that says "Fade me." Let me know how it let me know what happens. Sergio says, "What's the easiest way to catch out on Bet Online?" I would have to say Bitcoin. Moose says Christie was the polite one and said, "Please, Indiana game." I missed that one, and please. Does go a long way. So while I have the Army game up, we can take a look at the Indiana game. We will take a look at the Indiana game for everybody. Okay, we will take a look at that one as well. Mike Brunson, Ramen Reed right now. Tiger should be right there, but 5 back. Score's going to be low. I'd like to see him birdie a couple the end of the second round for him, which would be nice. Would be nice for our futures bet as well. Give me one quick second, guys. I'm getting everything up and running. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll, okay? Give me one more second. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. A lot of good games today. A lot of good games today. I will tell you that much. Tigers tied for 17th at 500. Good. Good. I like that. Now we need to see him notch off a couple more birdies, and we'll really be happy. Five-way lead at the Masters. Nice. Very well, Manuel. Very well. Very nice. Jeremiah, I would love that total. I mean, that final score. I would not be opposed to that at all. All right, so Army Tulane. All right, first of all, line as of right now has Tulane laying 2.5 minus $1.20 at BetOnline. You got to lay a little extra juice to get them at 2.5. Oh, and I just lost all my live odds. Give me 1 second. Army coming in, you could actually get at +3 minus $1.10, depending on the odds there. Plus 125 on the money line. Tulane laying 145. Total on this one, over and under 45.5. First of all, Edvin, thank you for jumping on board 3 days of the premium plates. Glad to have you on board, brother. First of all, Army guys, 6-1 straight up, 5-2 against the spread. Their last game did go over. They've had 3 games go over the total out of the 7 that they've played. 3-4 to the over, 4-3 to the under. Henry Warden says your team USC probably not a bad play today. You know, I don't have $1 on it, but I do like them today. Taking a look at Tulane, guys, 4-4 straight up, 5-3 against the spread. Yeah, Duke, they cut everything in a third, 100%. Unfortunately. Chris, thanks for picking up the UFC fight package as well. Take a look at both of these teams. First of all, Tulane's last 2 games have gone under. Their first game of the year against South Alabama went under by ½ point by the hook. And then they rattled off 5 straight overs against Navy, Southern Miss, Houston, SMU, UCF, and Temple. Or excuse me, against UCF. Temple and ECU, their last 2 games have gone under the total. They had a total of 55.5 where they beat Temple. Temple only put up 3 points. That game stayed way under. And then against ECU, they had a total of 64. And that one, they had a total of 59. So they were a touchdown away on that one. So Tulane has been a high-scoring program, regardless of the fact that they like to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. First of all, what are you going to see in this boring-ass game? Okay, you're going to see a lot of runs. A lot of runs. A run here, a run there, everywhere a run, run. If this is your kind of triple option run game, then, you know, my hat's off to you. But I couldn't stomach watching this game. However, that doesn't mean I wouldn't bet it, okay? So let's take a look. Who's going to be the better team here? First of all, Army's 6-1. But who have they played? They've played Middle Tennessee, who they beat 42-0. They played Louisiana Monroe, who they beat 37-7. They lost to Cincinnati 24-10 in a low-scoring game. They rattled off wins against Abilene Christian, Citadel, UTSA, as well as Mercer, all right? Literally nobody they've been beating up on. Here they are. They're going to get another good run program, as well as a good solid run defense they're going to be up against today. If there's a team that will be able to attempt to stop Army running the ball, it will definitely be Tulane's defense that has been holding teams to just 3.1 yards per carry. However, the 3.1 yards per carry, 129 on the ground, where Tulane's been torched was the secondary through the air attack, all right, where they give up 9.3 yards per passing attempt, 307 in the air. Let's just face it, that's not Army. Army's game is not passing the ball, okay? Army averages 8 passes a game. They average completing just 8 passes a game is what they average, all right? They average 56 passing yards a game, 7.4 yards per passing attempt. Not much. However, they do run 58 offensive snaps, 58 offensive run plays a game on average. They average 5.3 yards per carry, which is roughly the same as Tulane. Actually, it is exact same, 5.3, 231 yards a game on the ground at 44 carries a game. Offensive numbers, very similar on the ground, very similar ground numbers. Both average exactly the same. Both are within 2.9 points of each other on average, with Tulane coming in averaging 36.5 points a game, as well as 33.6 points per game for Army. When it comes to the defense, though, obviously Army's been holding teams to only 11.7 points per game compared to the 29.5 of Tulane. However, the competition Tulane has played is light years ahead of who Army has not played, with the exception of their game against Middle Tennessee State, which is borderline suck, as well as Cincinnati, which obviously is a top-rated team in the country. But when you take a look at who Tulane has played, they played Houston, which Houston's riding the suck bus, but they're better than any competition that Army has faced, with the exception of Cincinnati. SMU, UCF, Temple, ECU. Quality programs. Okay, quality programs. Can't rush greatness. Copyrighted. Exactly, right? Exactly. When are we going over the games? We're going over them now. You must be behind us. Might want to fast forward. Somebody tell that person to fast forward, because we're already breaking down the games. But as far as where this game's going to be won, this game's going to be won on defense. Okay, on defense, and in my personal opinion. Now, where I think the defense goes south, obviously both teams can defend the run. Both teams are going to defend the run exceptionally well. Nobody's in a hurry in this game. Tulane's secondary is suspect. They give up 9.3 yards per passing attempt. Well, good thing for them that they're playing Army. All they have to do is defend the run, the triple option, the run, every which direction the run. They should be able to do that. Now, as far as this game goes, Tulane 13-2 against the spread at home versus an opponent after a game with a turnover margin of +2 or better. The turnovers. Army's +7 on turnovers compared to the +2 of Tulane. But you got to keep in mind, level of competition is just not there for what Army has faced. As far as this game goes, I don't have a dollar on this game. If I was going to take it, which as of right now, I do not have any money on this game. But one aspect that I do like on it, and I do lean towards, Tulane. Okay, I think they're a more superior program. They've played better competition. When you take a look at the teams that they lost to SMU by 3. They lost to Navy by 3. Now, Navy's not the same Navy as we're used to seeing, obviously. But I do like Army. All right, I do like Army. I do like them as a lean. However, if I was going to take Army, the difference between taking them -2.5 at BetOnline, -$1.20, or the money line -145, if I was going to do anything on this one, I would take them on the money line. You literally have to lay 20 cents more, and they got to win by 1 versus having to win by a field goal. I think this will be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Now, if Tulane was a big passing program that was averaging more than 178 yards a game, and maybe they'll have that big game today. But, Army's secondary has been pretty standout so far. But again, that's against lower competition. So other than that, I think it could be a turnover battle. If it's a turnover game where a turnover decides the final score of the game, I will have to lean with Army, as they're +7 on turnovers compared to the +2 for Tulane. They have a 5 turnover differential in their favor. Other than that, if Tulane can play a clean game and prevent turnovers, fumbling the ball, throwing a pick when they decide to throw it, they do throw the ball. They average 26 passing plays a game. I do lean towards Tulane in this situation. And if I was going to take them, it would be on the money line -$1.45, just because of the value of 2.5 is -$1.20, and you'd have to lay 2.5 and win by 3, or you can lay 20 cents more and win by 1. You got to do dollars and cents, and when you're picking out bets, and try and limit risk and exposure and maximize your profits. Okay, it's easier to win a game by one than it is to win a game by a field goal, especially if you cap the game and you think it's going to be a close game. So, but again, for this one, I don't have a dollar on it. As far as the total goes, as far as the total 45.5, let's face it, 45.5 is not a lot of points in college. It's really not. It's really not a lot of points in college. However, Army's going to have 8-9 minute drives. If Army gets first downs, they're going to have an 8-9 minute drive. Okay? Tulane, same thing. Time of possession and who has the last possession may be the biggest key to this game, especially if they're ripping off, 8-9 minutes off the clock every single possession. So as far as this one, I do lean towards Tulane. You said you lean Tulane, but you like Army. I like Army in the turnover battle. If this game comes down to turnovers, I like Army. Army has, in my opinion, they've done a better job at creating turnovers so far through their 7 games. They have a 5 turnover differential. That's huge. That's huge. That's an extra turnover and a half today. If that happens and that plays out, I definitely like their aspect. But again, as of this one, I don't have a dollar on it. So I do lean towards Tulane. And if I was going to play it, I would play, on the money line. As Kate Lee says, so the under, as far as the total on this one, I can see it going either way. If they rip off big runs, you'll have a better chance at seeing it over. But as far as the total, no opinion on the total on this one. No opinion on the total on this one. Remember, I'm not on this game. I don't have a dollar on it. Daniel, I believe I've seen you in the chat. Daniel Lambert, thank you, sir, for jumping on board the combo package. I'm texting you right now my personal plays for today. Premium plays and Guaranteed Saturday are all online. And I just texted you my personal plays. LT hunting, I love that picture. Going to get yourself a deer there. Mo says, in other words, there's a lot of good games. Why jump on a game like this? Stay away. Agreed. Michael Custodio, what was a soccer play? We took an English soccer play on Sunderland. I think it was minus $1.34 when everybody bet it. We were up 1-0, now it's tied 1-1. Reading through some of the comments. All right, so I forget who it was. I think it was Christy. Moose pointed out, asked politely, and said, please. So we're going to do the Indiana game next. Moose says, 272 watching. Hit the thumbs up, everybody, and subscribe. Damn it. Yes, definitely. First of all, if you haven't already done so, take 1 second out of your day and hit the thumbs up button. If you're on your mobile device, or phone, or laptop, you have to X out of the live chat to be able to see the thumbs up button, but definitely hit the thumbs up button. It helps get our video trending on YouTube. The more you guys comment, as well as the more interactions, the thumbs up, the subscribes, the more our video gets trending on YouTube. The bigger we build this, the more I will be able to give back to you guys. So make sure we help grow the channel. Thank you for everybody that just pumped it up over 100. And again, if you're new to our channel, take 1 second out of your day and hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss a beat on anything that we're doing, okay? Hit that subscribe button. We go live 7 days a week. Saturday and Sundays, we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern time, early in the morning. And then on Monday through Friday, we go live at 10 a.m. Eastern time, okay? It doesn't matter where we are, where I am, if I'm on vacation, it don't matter. We still go live all the time. All right, now I did just book a trip to Lake Tahoe to go do some winter skiing. And you know what? The show must go on, and we'll still run the live chat every single day from there as well. Leon says, good capper. Thank you. I appreciate that. So hit that subscribe button. That way you do not miss a beat from our daily free plays, which we put out a nice replay in it, to our live shows. Joe says, then let's keep going in the chat and getting bigger than ever. We definitely appreciate it, and that is our goal. And I will tell you this much. AB, thank you. I appreciate that. GH says, made me a nice little bag yesterday, Kyle. Glad to hear that. You know, no matter how big we get, the live interactive chat will always remain the same. No matter how fast those comments are flowing, I don't care if I have to hire somebody to read them to me and point out the ones that I need to address in the future. I will do that. However, the live chat will always be one of the best live interactive chats that we have when it comes to sports betting. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of trash out there. There's a lot of trash out there, let me tell you. All right, so we're going to do the next game for everybody. We are going to do the next game for everybody. I don't know what I missed, Jalen, but Dr. Franco says, like watching paint dry. Any games? No games. No games. Big Afro Kid TV says, hey, bro, hope you're doing well. Really appreciate your advice on the bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. You know, 100%. You know, 100%. Tom, good morning. Yeah, Alex, the future live shows by Zoom. We will do a live show with featuring Zoom. That we will. That we will. Mike Smith says the two people that hit the thumbs down must have just landed here from Jupiter, right? Or Uranus. All right, so Indiana, Michigan State coming up next. Game 163 and 164. Breakdown Indiana and Michigan State. We're going to break down these ones. Now remember, we might be breaking down games that we already have plays on. Doesn't necessarily mean I'll be giving you guys those plays, because I can't give you all of our premium plays or my personal plays, etc., etc., etc. But I will still give an unbiased breakdown and try and point you guys in the right direction as well. Eric, good morning. Matt says, what's up, Kyle? The best in the business, and gives damn good free plays. Money. Thank you. I appreciate that. T-Step says there's a crap load of chatter. Okay. Leon says 2 thumbs downs are from Ghost. More than likely. More than likely. Matt says barbershop. Baby, love the chatter. Absolutely. And Leon, I do agree with you, brother. We already know that. We already know that. Edvin, thank you for jumping on board 3 days of the premium plays. Ken with 2 N's, a.k.a. 40. What's the largest parlay you've won? I've won 40, 50K on parlays. As far as number of teams, I've hit a 12-teamer once. Mo, he won 1.578 million, right? No, I had a 12-teamer once, but it was bet smaller. T-Step individual straight bet was 100K. 100K, and we showed the tickets here. Steven, thank you for jumping on board. I see you jumped on board for the year of premium plays. I don't know if you know, but all premium play 1 year packages are doubled. So you get a second year absolutely free. I see you got the 1 year premium plays, 1 year of my personal plays, which you should be wrapping up your 3-day membership to. 1 year guaranteed Saturday, 1 year my game of the week. So that will be doubled. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you on board for the next 2 years. And I don't even know if you knew that that was doubled. How do I feel about Miami and Virginia Tech? We'll try and take a look at that game here in a little bit. All right, guys, next up, Indiana, Michigan State. As of right now, Indiana laying 7.5 minus 105. 7 is minus $1.15. Michigan State plus 7.5 at minus $1.15 as well. Man, well, it's a smoking deal. It's a smoking deal. The 2 years for $5K, and it's a big package. It's a real big package, but it's a smoking deal, that's for sure. When you break it down, when you break that game down into what somebody pays monthly, they pay $208 a month is what the bill comes out to be. And 33 cents, $208 a month for premium plays, my personal plays, guaranteed Saturdays, which are $150 a piece, and my game of the weeks, which are $100 a piece. So even at the 1 year deal at $400 a month, doubled for the 2 is a smoking deal. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Thank you for being on board as well. Michael B., my pleasure, buddy, whenever you're ready. All right, so total on this game set at 52.5. First half, Indiana laying 4, over and under 26.5. Indiana team total over and under 30. Minus $1.10. Trending in the upward direction. Michigan State's team total 21.5. First quarter set over and under 10.5 on this one. First quarter overs? I don't know about this one, folks. I don't know about this one. All right, game 163, 164. We've got 3-0 Indiana. 3-0 against the spread. 3-0 to the over. And then you've got Michigan State, 1-2 on the year. 1-2 against the spread. 2-1 to the over. Let's talk about Michigan State. We faded the snot out of them last week. Yes, we did, Jeff. Yes, we did. Iowa last week with a 49-7 victory. All right. Michigan State's claim to fame this year. They beat rival Michigan. Beat Harbaugh. 27-24. Other than that, they lost by 11 to Rutgers when they were laying 9.5. They were 9.5 point favorite, and they got their butts kicked. They were a 5.5 point dog against Iowa, and they got slaughtered. It wasn't even funny. 2 out of their 3 games have gone over the total. Whereas for Indiana, all 3 of their games have gone over the total. And they're 3-0. I don't want to say they put the butt whooping on Penn State, but they definitely got the job done. They beat them by 1. They were a 6.5 point dog. And they beat them outright 36-35 to open up the year. That game went over the total of 62. Now, Rutgers. That game went over the total of 54 as well. They beat them by 16, 37-21. And then they just beat Michigan 38-21. Had a total of 55 in that game. Jay Hughes says, I miss Harbaugh when he was with the Niners. Exactly. T-Step, how long does that deal last? The premium play double up, it was supposed to end today, but I know there's a couple people that asked if I can get it through them through the rest of the weekend. So they told me it actually was supposed to end on Monday, but I was late to telling people. So realistically today, but I could probably still get it tomorrow. Mike Brown, Tigers teeing off. Let's go, Tiger. Let's go, Tiger. We need a big round. So seeing what the teams have done recently, first of all, they did face off last year, September 28th, a little earlier in the year, with Michigan State getting the beatdown over Indiana. Revenge game coming back. Michigan State beat them by 9, 40-31. Super high-scoring game. Passport DL says, I think after this weekend, I'm going to be on board, Kyle. I was indecisive at first, but you convinced me. Hey, whenever you guys are ready, one thing that I promise you is we're never going anywhere. We're never going anywhere. Danielle, what's your best free plays for today? I don't know. Haven't given out. But I can tell you my best play today will be guaranteed Saturday. That one you don't want to miss out on. Indiana, 11-4 against the spread dating back 5 years after a conference straight-up win. They have been a covering machine after having a conference straight-up win. Michigan State, 7-18 against the spread in their last 25 games, dating back umpteen years after a blowout straight-up loss of 20 points or more. They don't bounce back very well. Moose, the double-up deal. All premium play 1-year memberships. So all premium play 1-year memberships are being doubled, including the big one that has my personal plays attached to it. They're all being doubled to 2 years. So you get an extra year on them. Michigan State, 12-3 to the under. Dating back 3 years. Against high-scoring teams that average 32 points per game or more. AKA they don't keep up. However, in this head-to-head series, the over has hit 10 out of 12 times. Two straight. Before that, it was the 2 unders. Now, Indiana did cover the spread last year. They were catching 2 touchdowns. They were catching 14, and they ended up losing by 9. Jeremiah says there is 291 people here and only 130 thumbs up. Come on, people. We definitely appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, do yourself a huge favor and make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a beat on anything that we do. Okay? You don't want to miss a beat on anything that we do. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, back to this game. I'm trying to multitask. Matt says, Kyle for president. Maybe in 4 years. Maybe state senator. All right, so let's dive into these teams, first of all, because we need to get to the nitty-gritty of these teams before you could really start making assumptions and making plays. Indiana coming in as a 10th ranked team in the country, averaging 37 points per game, just 20.3 points per game average for Michigan State. When it comes to rushing the ball, something Indiana has lacked. They're averaging just 2.6 yards per carry, 89 yards a game on the ground. However, they've been able to air it out. They're averaging 250 a game in the air, 6.7 yards per passing attempt. Michigan State, on the other hand, still struggling to run the ball, 2.2 yards per carry, 78 yards a game on average on the ground. Pathetic number, not going to be enough today. 290 in the air. Michigan State wants to have a chance. They're definitely going to need to be able to step up and run the ball. Tan says, not going to name it, but love your 7 p.m. personal play and today's guaranteed play, pounding at least 5K on each. Very nice. Very nice. I love them both too. And Tan, just remember though, always make sure, which it probably is, probably within your means, but always make sure, because anything can happen. Just make sure that if something does happen, you can't get hurt. That's all that I ask of you guys. Just make sure that, you guys don't get hurt betting the games if something does happen, because shit happens from time to time. But yeah, I love the games that we put out today. El Tran, new guy from Canada. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Taking a look at the defense. Defense is key, especially in this matchup. Michigan State's given up 37 a game, 25.7 for Indiana. When it comes to the run defense, Indiana's holding teams to 3.7 yards per carry, 128 on the ground. It should give Michigan State enough opportunities to run the ball. Will they be successful? We'll find out. As far as Michigan State's run defense, they're giving up 4.2 yards per carry, 161 on the ground. Again, Indiana, not a big run program. They try. They run nearly as many run plays as they do passing plays. Now, they just definitely have struggled to be able to establish a run. If they can establish a run, it will be against a Michigan State defense that has struggled. Now, the passing game, both defense has been fairly decent. Indiana's holding teams to 6.8 yards per passing attempt, 236 on the ground. Michigan State 236 in the air. 216 in the air is what Michigan State gives up on average, as well as a low 5.8 yards per passing attempt. Matthew, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. We're definitely going to get these wins today. Absolutely. The turnover battle. Turnovers win games. There's a 13 turnover differential between these two teams. Indiana comes in at +6 after 3 games, whereas Michigan State after 3 games is -7. Ball security, not just chucking it up and making stupid plays, will definitely be key for for Michigan State when they're on offense, because their turnover ratio is horrendous, absolutely horrendous. As far as the side on this game goes, Matthew, I'm in Wendover today, making bets in the sports book and watching all the games. Very nice, very nice. As far as the side of this, I need to get to Wendover one of these days. I need to get there. Never been there. Wanted to, though. As far as the side of this game goes, we do have a premium play on this one. But don't worry, I will be getting you guys a nice monster free play. Multiple free plays in this video, but we do have a premium play on the side of this game. As far as the total, I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I don't have a bet on the full game total, but I do lean towards the over 52.5, and I'd have to say it's probably a strong lean, to be honest. Frozen, hopefully I have a flattering picture. That's somewhat okay, that picture. Better than the... So I do lean towards the over in this one, over 52.5. Now, what can kill the over in this one is, one, Michigan State not being able to score. If Indiana was to blow it out, which I don't necessarily think this will be a monster blowout, but if Michigan State can't keep up, or they just have one of those defensive quarters or turnover quarters that plague them, where it's only 3 points or 7 points scored in a quarter, can definitely derail this over. But I do lean towards the over 52.5, and I'd have to say, to be honest, it's probably more on the lines of a strong lean. It's more on the lines of a strong lean. Thank you, William, for the Masters update. A 5-way lead for first place, and I have 2 of them on my futures in Thomas and Johnson. I like it. Alex says 300 people here. Hit the thumbs up. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Mo says teaser Indiana with the over. That's enticing right there. That is definitely enticing. Most has a teaser of Indiana with Wisconsin. Interesting. Sounds good, AB, whenever you're ready. All right, so next game day breakdown that we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the other early game between Penn State Nothing crazy, Alex. Nothing crazy. We're going to take a look at the Penn State game next. We'll take a look at the Penn State game next if I ever get to the game day breakdown, the game number here. There we go. That's game 205 and 206. Lucky says, I have a funny feeling about the Notre Dame game. Boston College always plays tough against Notre Dame. We will definitely take a look at that game because I'm on the same lines as you, Lucky, and it's not that they always play them tough. You know, you got to remember Notre Dame just barely squeaked by a victory over Clemson. Boston College nearly beat Clemson in Clemson. They also lost to Pitt by 1, which was a solid team. Moose says, Kyle, this is way off topic, but have you ever thought about doing a day package? We've done one every now and then. We don't promote day packages. One and dones are not our thing. You know, we're more on the long term. The longer you're on board, the cheaper the package. So if we did a day package, it would be more on the expensive side anyways. Matthew says, Kyle, bring a sports car out to Wendover and go 130 on the Bonneville Salt Flats. It's so much fun. Sounds fun. All right, second half of that soccer game is underway. Good luck, everybody. We need another quick goal and then some flipping defense this time. But yeah, we've thought about the day packages, but remember, there's a lot of companies out there that are all about the day packages, and we put guarantees on our packages, so we guarantee long-term success over the short term. Big Afro Kid, we took Sunderland in English soccer this morning, minus 137. And they were winning quick, 12 minutes, 1-0, and then like 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, they gave up a goal, unfortunately. So it's tied 1-1. 1-1 in the second half, and I hope we can get the job done. All right, so Penn State, Nebraska coming up next. You can get Nebraska at +3, minus $1.16. You can get... Uh-oh, that's not good. That's a bad update. Sunderland gives up a goal in the first minute of the second half. We are now losing 2-1. MK Dons with the quick goal. Boo. You got to boo Scott Frazier there at that one. That one sucks. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, Igor, unfortunately, goal for MK Dons. Hopefully we don't lose this one because 11-0 on free plays, and I really wanted to hammer this one home. You can get Penn State laying 2.5 minus $1.19, or you can take Nebraska +3 at minus $1.16. Penn State money line minus 139, plus 119 for Nebraska. Total over and under 57.5. Nathan, thank you for jumping on board. The guaranteed Saturday. Thank you, shipmate. You're going to love it. Chicken Sauce says, keep it up, Kyle. Doesn't mean much from Chicken Man, but proud of you for giving great content and sticking to it. Thanks for your show, my brother. My pleasure, and I appreciate the comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. Trey says that one hurt. Remember, the free plays, especially when I tell you guys it's a very small one, even though the goal sucks, they should never hurt us. All right? They should never hurt us. Yeah, a lot of soccer going over this morning. Definitely missed the boat on the over. We'd be cashing that ticket right there. We definitely would be cashing the ticket on the over. That's for sure, unfortunately. Take a look at the rest of the line. Total over and under 57.5. First half line has Penn State laying 1.5, minus 140 on the money line. Over and under set at 29.5. First quarter, 12.5, minus 125 in this one. Individual team totals: Nebraska 27, Penn State 29.5, minus $1.15. You've got 0-3 against 0-2. You've got the suck bus against the suck bus today. And not only is Penn State 0-3, they haven't covered a spread. They're 1-1-1 to the over. Nebraska 0-2 straight up, 0-2 against the spread, 0-2 to the over. Both of their games have gone under the total. Nebraska has played their 2 games. They haven't played but 2 games since October 24th, losing to Ohio State in their first game 52-17, as well as 21-13 against Northwestern when they lost there. Ken says, I'm glad I found your channel. You're awesome and speak the truth. The other guys are just trying to copy you. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. We try and do things differently here. You know, not only do I bet the game, you guys get an actual real bettor's perspective. Somebody that bets thousands of dollars on the games, you know, so you guys get a real bettor's perspective, whereas other places you get some, you know, jerkwads that don't even bet the games. Common sense, do I like Mexico versus South Korea? I lean towards Mexico in that game. I do lean towards Mexico in that game. I think they're a very small favorite, if I remember correctly. Penn State lost to Indiana 36-35 in their big upset. They lost 38-25 to Ohio State, and they just got beat down by Maryland 35-19. What in the world is going on in Penn State? They're 13-2 against the spread against elite rushing teams, averaging more than 5 yards a carry. Nebraska averaging 5.6 yards per carry. Nebraska 7-17-2 against the spread when playing at home on Saturdays. And Penn State 7-0 to the under after a game with a turnover margin of -3 or worse. Jay Hugh says, Kyle did say bet small in the soccer game. Absolutely. For instance, in the soccer free play that I gave out, I put $500 on it. Now, $500 may be a lot for some people, but $500, that's 1/5 of what I'll have on our premium plays today. That's 1/5 of what we'll have on the premium plays today. Dr. Franklin says, Ken, they've been doing it for years. Watch Kyle, he puts it up, and then they sell it. Absolutely. Oh, Dr. Franco says, I was talking about the Army game watching paint dry. Absolutely. Ying says, I love the show. I wish I would have found you last year, found you last week, and I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alex says, #1 show on YouTube, hands down. Thank you, Alex. Thanks, brother. Back to this one, guys. Penn State, they're averaging 26.3 points per game. Nebraska, a very anemic 15 points per game scored in their 2 games so far. Keep in mind that was against Ohio State and Northwestern. Jay Shep says Kyle blows his nose with $500. Not there with 500, but maybe $1. Penn State, they average 3.4 yards per carry, 129 on the ground. So far through 2 games, Nebraska has ran the snot out of the ball to the tune of 5.6 yards per carry, 220 on the ground. An amazing number. The fact that they're actually running only 7 runs a game more than they are passing plays. They're still averaging 189 in the air, 5.8 yards per passing attempt. Penn State, on the other hand, they're averaging 3.4 yards per carry, 129 on the ground, running a few more passing plays on offense than they are run plays. They're averaging 7 yards per passing attempt, 286 in the air. Unlike Penn State passing numbers and run numbers, that's for sure. The big thing has been Penn State's defense. They're giving up 36.3 points per game this year, 36.5 for Nebraska. Nebraska giving up 185 and 4.5 yards per carry on defense. Penn State giving up 124 and 3.5 yards per carry. The passing game on defense, the secondaries, both getting torched to the tune of 9.3 yards per passing attempt for Nebraska and 8 for Penn State. Both teams have been plagued by turnovers, -5 and -1 for Nebraska. The -5 was for Penn State. Turnovers can kill a total in a heartbeat. You keep turning the ball over in your own zone, and you're going to run into problems. I don't have a dollar on this game, guys. I do lean towards the over 57.5. I do lean towards the over 57.5. Penn State's the better team passing the ball. They run more offensive snaps passing the ball. They average more yardage. When it comes to defense, they're defending the run better. Penn State should have plenty of opportunities to run against Nebraska. Mike Scott must be behind us. Yeah, unfortunately, it's 2-1. 2-1, we're playing catch-up. Need 2 goals for the win somehow. Yeah, Ernie, we're down 2-1. As far as this game goes, I do lean towards the over 57.5. I don't have a dollar on this one, but I do like it. Jeremiah says he's got 56.5. 56.5 I like a little bit better. I think they get the total on this one. I think it pops the total as far as the game goes. I do lean towards Penn State. Personally, if I was going to take it, I'd probably take them on the money line. But again, I don't have a dollar on this one, but I do lean towards them on the money line. As far as this game does not have individual team totals assigned to it. As far as the first quarter, I will be betting the first quarter over 12.5. Okay? I will be betting the first quarter over 12.5. Matter of fact, I'm betting it right now. And we're going to make that a free official play. All right, we'll be betting that one, and I'll put it up on the board for everybody. We'll put that up on the Vibe Interactive board. We do need to get something there. Unfortunately, we got to delete this good stuff right here. But every time we've been deleting it this week, we've been replacing it with winners. So hopefully Sunderland comes through. I think it was minus 134. I can't remember what everybody got it at. But we have that, so I'll put it up there because we did give it out. I think it was 134. You guys have to correct me if I'm wrong. And then probably will screw that up. Oh wow, I did it right, with the exception of Nebraska not being capitalized, but we can fix that. The first quarter over 12.5, and the juice is minus 115. And I just bet it again. Minus 115. Get it up on the Vibe Interactive free play board. Fix everything up here. All right. Free plays up on the board. Down live, nope, you put over 750 on it. Huh? When I bet it this morning at minus 150. When I gave it out to you guys, it was, I believe, minus 134. on the Sunderland. Team money, you have 13.5. Some people have 13. It definitely pays to have bet online, as you guys can see. Jay Shep, anytime you're doing the props, I don't do like a full premium play. Okay, I have a third of what I would have on a premium play. I bet $2 to $3 grand on a premium play. I'll have $3 grand on all the premium plays and my personal plays today. So I got a lot of action out there. I put 1,000 on this one. I bet it twice for 500 because on Bet Online, that's what the limit is. However, you're allowed to rebet it every 61 seconds or whenever the odds change. So I bet it twice. I'm content with that. Remember, there's a lot that can happen with a total and you're not hitting it in the first quarter. So I don't ever go, I don't want to say don't ever go, but I generally, when I give out a quarter bet, I'm usually betting a third of what I normally bet. And then we'll get it up on the live screen as well to show you guys that I actually bet it. Because that's one thing that we actually do here that, nobody else does. All right, now you guys can see 2 bets on the screen. Top one is one. The second one is the other, where I just clicked it and opened it up. There's 2 individual pending bets to win $500 each. So there's that one, as you guys can see. And again, even with the quarter bets, even though, this is not a premium play. This is not a personal play. This is just straight for you guys. Something from breaking down the game that I really like and that I'm going to be betting. Okay? Whereas I bet, where I bet, $3 grand on a premium plays. I have 1,000 on this one. Jay, would I do that same bet at 13.5? Yeah, just hope they don't miss a shank an extra point. But it don't matter if you get anything above 10.5 or anything above 10, we're hoping for 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points, take it. Or a touchdown and 2 field goals, get you to 13. I don't like 13.5. I don't like 13.5. I'd rather have 13 or 12.5. You know what I mean? But if that's all you got, I'm rooting for 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. And I hope we get them quick. Z goes hard. Do you like the over in the Washington State-Oregon game? I started looking at that one a little bit. I do a little bit. Earlier on this morning, I was taking a look at that game. I don't have $1 on the Oregon game, but I do like them. I do like the total in that game. Lucky started to change the subject. Kyle, how are you feeling about the UFC card tonight? Excuse me. I talked to FC yesterday a couple times. Even late last night. We talked at like 1 o'clock in the morning too when I got home. And he's really pumped for the card today. So, yeah, it should be a good card today. Make sure I didn't miss any comments. Big Afro Kid, I hope the worst case scenario is both of your bets win. That's what I hope is the worst case scenario. It would definitely be nice if Sunderland could at least tie it up and give us a chance here. Again, it's very beneficial to always make sure you guys have 2 books to shop around. At least 2 books. If you guys have a local guy, take some of your money and go open up an offshore. I don't even care if you're in a jurisdiction that has regular a casino, brick and mortar casino down the street. if you're relying on one book, you should have another one for secondary options. BetOnline pays in minutes, and Bitcoin, transfer it to your Cash App. And then you can transfer it right to your bank account within minutes, quicker than you can go down to the casino. And if you do end up opening up an account at BetOnline, make sure you go to our website, cappersdirect.com. I will tell you this much, and I'll put the free play board back up there for you guys. If you go to our website and you look at the top right here, right there, matter of fact, let me change the color of it. That way you guys can see it. You go to the top right here, and you read exactly what we put right here. Follow these instructions right here at the top of the page. All right? Right there. Tells you how, by opening up an account, to get 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays on the house. Plain and simple. Very simple, very easy. Is Nevada offense elite? They're good. Zell goes hard. Last week, I did a cash out on BetOnline during the live show. It took 1 minute. We did a $5,000 cash out. It took 1 minute from the time I submitted it online to the time I got a notification from my Atomic wallet that I had an incoming transaction. It took 1 minute, no joke. It took me 39 minutes to get $12K, which was the very first one that I ever did. And I've done multiple through BetOnline. We did an $8,000 one during a live show a couple weeks ago that took 7 minutes. No joke. Super easy, super quick. Anthony, what do I think about the Trojans today? I think they're very lively today. They're very lively today. They squeaked by last week, but I think they're very lively today against Arizona. That I do. I don't have a dollar on them, but I think that's going to be a quality game, and I hope they can pull it through. I think my Trojans are definitely a front runner for the Pac-12 South, and hopefully they'll be able to meet up with Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game, assuming they end up having one, and give somebody from the Pac-12 a legitimate chance to get into the playoffs. Not that they probably stand a chance against Alabama. The fact that USC doesn't have to play Notre Dame this year is probably good for them, potentially finishing 6-0. Because if they were going to play Notre Dame, they were probably going to get their ass handed to them. So what we'll do now is we'll take a look at another game. Let me pop up another game for everybody, and we'll move around because games are getting ready to start. We got a half hour. Remember, if you're not on Guaranteed Saturday, you have plenty of time to get on Guaranteed Saturday. The game doesn't start, game's later, but you have until 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. As far as Bitcoin is definitely the way to go. Bill McDonald, do I think Marshall covers? Here's my opinion about Marshall. I like Marshall today. I just have a very hard time laying 24 points. Granted, they're at home. They're 6-0. Anniversary game. Yada, yada, yada. Middle Tennessee State, they just beat Rice. Now, they lost by 17 to North Texas. They lost by 3 to Western Kentucky. They beat FIU by 3, not saying much there. They lost by 2 to UTSA, and they got beat by Army 42-0. I like Marshall today. I just can't stomach laying the 24 points with him. For some reason, I don't know. It's probably a winner, but I just can't come to terms with laying them. I do lean towards Marshall. Like if you put a gun to my head and you said, Kyle, pick one, I do lean towards Marshall, laying the 24. I'm just not a fan of laying the 24 points today. I don't know why, but I'm just not. Stevie Steves, I'm not on the TCU side of that game, no. Nathan says I'd take it down to 22.5. I'm not even a fan of laying 22.5, to be honest. Mike, because it was his very first cash out. And it probably depends if he made a deposit via credit card or Bitcoin, whereas all my deposits are always credit cards. And that was his very first deposit or a withdrawal. And I would imagine it matters what time you made the withdrawal. I usually make my withdrawal right around now, 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning. Matter of fact, we'll see. Matter of fact, if you guys want, we'll pull 1,000 out just to see how long it takes during the live show. I'll use it for my date night tonight. Okay? I'll use it for my date night tonight. So I'm in my Atomic wallet. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm copying my address. I'll log into the Bet Online on my cell phone. Give me 1 second. We'll see how long it takes again. No sound. Is everybody else having no sound? James, how confident? I have no idea. Okay, so my account. I know some of you guys aren't here to see this, but we'll do it just withdraw 1,000 Bitcoin. Copy my Bitcoin address. It says it can take up to 24 hours. Now, do I want my pallet request by email or by phone? We'll request the code by email. And then, as you guys can see, it says waiting for you to enter your 4-digit code. Let me go check my email and get the 4-digit code. This is how simple it is to do a withdrawal by Bitcoin. BetOnline verification code. Dear Kyle Johnson, this email is to confirm your receipt for a pallet request with BetOnline. Please enter the following code. Yes, ... In the cashier's app page to validate the code. Submit code, submit request. And as you guys can see, I just submitted it. They'll send me an automated email to let me know that it's there. They'll send me another email to let me know that it's approved, and then they'll send me another email to let me know it's been sent. And then here you guys go. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Atomic Wallet took like no time at all. Atomic Wallet took no time at all. It was instant. But they're linked up with Simplex Support, and I've used Simplex Support with BRD, which was another app. So now I've gotten 2 messages from BetOnline. In order to get your messages, you need to go into your account, click on My Account, and then scroll down. And then under Profile Settings, I've actually received all 3 messages. First one says your payout of $1,000 has been processed. You should expect to receive it soon. Your payout of $1,000 for account blah, 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 blah has been authorized and paid out. You'll receive another email once your payment has been sent. And they already sent the 3rd one that says your payout of $1,000 for account B ... has been processed and you expect to receive it soon. And it's already been pulled out of my account. And if I go back to my Atomic wallet, log back into that, I'm assuming it's probably there or it's on its way. And I usually get an update when it's incoming. So it's already in my Atomic wallet. You guys can see it right here. Received at 11, or let's see here. Where's my transactions? And then there's the receive right there. So literally 1 minute, it's instant. Once you're set up and you're in the system, it's instant. What'd that take? 1 minute? Not even? Not even? That's a nice bookie program. No, it's BetOnline. So, you guys, right there, it's very, very, very simple. Very simple. Now, hopefully, we have another good day today, and I'll be pulling out 10 times that later on. Hopefully. Sunderland down 2-1, guys, at the 75-minute mark. Suck. That one sucks. So, very simple. Very simple to get your money. Very simple to get your money. Corey, it already went off. They're losing 2-1. I wouldn't want to bet it right now. All right, so if you're not on board, get on board. Premium plays, we have 2 that start early. The rest are all later. Same thing with my personal plays. We have 2 that start early. The rest are later. You don't want to miss out. If you've never been with us and you want to try us, you can get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays for $99. There's a big combo package. As well as just guaranteed Saturday for $150. Don't forget the big Sunday NFL play. We're 8-1 on the year on them. We've only lost 1 all year long, and we shouldn't have. That was a sucky situation. But we're 8-1, and it'll be a nice monster. Nathan with the jinx. Nathan is the soccer jinx, everybody. We actually have won a lot more soccer than we've lost, that's for sure. He just doesn't like it. Justice says, good luck all. Bet with your head, never over it. Fantastic advice there. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And hey, the game's not over yet. The game's not over yet. All right, so diving into another game day breakdown for a little bit later on today. All right, a little bit later on today. First of all, I'm going to go over a couple games because games are getting ready to start. So I'm going to go over some stuff fairly on the fast side. May entice or may involve some breakdowns, may involve some not, but then we'll do another couple big breakdowns as well. Just going over a couple games that I may or may not like, steer clear from. Absolutely, Jeremiah, very small play. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Louisiana Lafayette, they're due for a monster win. They're 6-1, and they cannot cover a spread to save their lives. Jay Shep, Atomic didn't take me long at all. Ken, is your barber pole your meaning of your craft of being a capper? No. We're the barbershop of sports betting. Means we talk about everything from life, brother. Everything and anything with the exception of politics, religion, and how much money is in or not in your bank account. Those are basically the three subjects we don't talk about. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care if you voted for O'Kane West, Trump, Biden, or somebody else on the ticket. I don't care who you pray to or who you don't pray to. And I don't care how much money is in your bank account or not in your bank account. What I care about is if you don't have a bank account, you want to have one, I want to help you put money in it. So the barbershop, just for instance, just the other day, I think it was Tuesday, we talked about air fryers for an hour and a half. That's why there's a joke about air fryers. We talked about air fryers. I film live shows while fishing. I film live shows while on my surf boat. I film live shows while rock crawling in my Jeep going on, Hell's Revenge in Moab, Utah. The barbershop, we talk about everything. We keep it respectful. We keep it clean. We drop a few F-bombs every now and then. I mean, I can't help it. I'm a sailor. But that's what the barbershop is all about. Rodney, I have 2 early personal plays, and then I have an afternoon, and then I have an evening one. Sonny, welcome back on board, RX Sonny. I see you just jumped on board my personal plays. They are headed your way, brother. They are headed your way right now. They are headed your way right now. So, Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. They are overdue for a monster win. Against South Alabama, they squeaked by them last year. They squeaked by them last year by 10. They beat them 37-27. They're laying a little over 2 touchdowns. Sonny, I just sent you my personal plays. Welcome back on board. Oh, there you go. There you go. You're in the chat too. Just sent them to you, brother. Glad to have you back on board. I know it's been since before COVID, since the beginning of the year, actually. So while I think the Raging Cajuns, they're going to get the job done today. And because I'm not betting them, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've lost. And the Raging Cajuns, last year, the year before, these have been a covering machine. They have made me a shit pile of money. I'm still up huge on Louisiana Lafayette. However, this year they have cost me a good amount of money. They keep winning, but they're not covering. They get out to a slow start. Corey, what do I think about Louisiana Lafayette? First half, I wouldn't touch Louisiana Lafayette in the first half with your money. If you said, here, take it. I want to throw it away. I'm going to burn it. But if you take it, you got to put it on Louisiana Lafayette. Corey, I would just say, just burn your money. Based on what they've done this year, they have been a slow starting team. They've been come from behind wins in the second half to get their job done. Greg, turn your sound up. Oh, wait, you can't hear me. I wouldn't touch Louisiana Lafayette in the first half. Now, they probably blow the doors off the first half today because they're overdue. Like, way overdue. I mean, seriously, they're 7 games overdue. They're 7 games overdue. What do I think about Miami against Virginia Tech? You know, Virginia Tech got the 7-point victory last year on the road in Miami was a different Miami team. It was a different Miami team. Miami coming off their 3-point victory over NC State. Narrow victory. Their only losses to Clemson, and they've been blowing the doors off of teams. Now, Virginia Tech, they've made me some great money. They just lost to Liberty by 3. They lost to Wake Forest. They've got some great wins. They pounded the snot out of NC State for their first game of the season. Miami on the road, However, I don't think you're going to give Miami points. I think it's going to be a good game. Granted, the total 68.5. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. I think there'll be a lot of points scored, but I definitely lean towards Miami plus the 2. You're going to give me 2 on Miami, I'll definitely lean on them. I honestly think they're the better program this year. They're playing better. Now, granted, their defense against NC State was definitely suspect at best. If they can come out and play a solid defensive game, they should have an opportunity to be that road dog, that 2-point road dog. That I like. That I do like. Give me one quick second here, folks. One quick second here. I forgot I almost didn't bet one of the premium plays. Shame on me. Shame on me. You don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Want to make sure I bet everything. Want to make sure you bet everything. That's for sure. Give me one quick second, folks. Okay. And if you guys want to bet the premium plays, you guys can. That's for sure. You can bet them all. Which one is it? Say it. Got to get on board for that one. Come on, guys. I can't give away the whole farm, but don't worry. I'm going to get you guys on a good game. That I promise. That I promise. Give me one quick second here. Okay. Chrissy says Sunderland blew like 3 easy goals. First time betting soccer sucked. Yeah, it happens. That happens from time to time. We're not going to win them all. We're not going to win them all. Looking like we're going to end up being 11-1 on our free plays this week. That sucks. But remember, it was a very small free play compared to all the other ones. Give me one quick second here. All right, so I'm going to break down another game for you guys. And we're going to have some fun. Very nice, LT. Very nice. Send me a picture. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I am jealous. Manuel says, I've been on board for 2 weeks. I'm up 11K. Thank you. All right. It's time for another monster of a game. Give me one quick second here. And then we'll be doing another breakdown. Got another free play coming your way. Another free play coming your guys' way. And again, first of all, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, now is your time to follow me on Twitter. Okay? If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm going to post a link to it. You should. I'll probably have more free plays on Twitter as well. I'll have more free plays on Twitter as well. It's at CapNationKyle. And here you go. Here's a link to my Twitter. King Jr., what's going on? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so we're going to do a fast breakdown. We're going to get you guys on a nice big play. Ryan, thank you for jumping on board. The combo package. I got you my personal plays coming. Premium plays, if you're watching, are on the website, as well as Guaranteed Saturday. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Back. Rich, based on my mood, your phone lights up. You know, they got that quick goal, and they gave one up, and then it's been very unpredictable. And if you take a look they've had plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities. And dominating time of possession in the second half as well. UFC later today as well. All right, so next game day breakdown that we're going to do. All right, next game day breakdown that we're going to do. Wisconsin, Michigan. All right, we're going to break down Wisconsin and Michigan for all you guys. I know a lot of you guys asked for it. It is a later game, so there literally is no rush. All right, this is not an early game. This is not an early game. Harold Tate, payout's amazing, brother. Payout is amazing. Amazing fast. Slowly getting up to the game day breakdown. I'm looking for it on my sheet here. And then there we go. Game 161, 162 for everybody. Playoffs for the Nippon League are coming up. Absolutely. 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 All righty. Just getting the odds up for this one, and then we'll break this one down. I'm going to get you guys on a nice big monster free play. Is this going to be a good day today? I think we're sweeping the board. Guaranteed Saturday will be a winner. I absolutely love that play. Guaranteed Saturday will be fun. So I hope you guys all get on board that one as well. If you're using a cell phone, turn it sideways. Look for your username. When you scroll down just a little bit, there'll be a small box with 4 windows in it. Click that box and then scroll down. See, 10 cents more. 10 cents more for every time I say that. All right, Wisconsin laying the 7, minus 107. You could actually get them right now. In this game, and this line has actually gone up. You can get them minus 6.5, minus 117. It was 6 this morning. Total over and under 52. It was at 52.5 late last night. I know because we gave out the over as a free play. Full disclaimer, I gave out the over as a free play in this one. Now, it's not a premium play. It's not a personal play, but it's one that I actually like very well. It's definitely worthy of, a half of what I would normally put on a free play. Or not a free play, but a premium play. So whereas I normally put, $2,000, $3,000 on a premium play, this is worth at least half of it as far as the total goes. The side, there's an avenue that I absolutely like. All right. Jake, thank you for jumping on board the UFC. Oh, guys, don't forget, UFC today. It's on sale. All right, UFC, it's normally $30. It's 50% off. FC put it on sale. It is just $15 for the entire fight card. If you want the guaranteed max fight pick, that's $25. Chris, rewinds. You're a little late, brother. You're a little late. We already went over that one. There's a link for the UFC. It's only $15 for his entire UFC. And UFC is at 4 p.m. Harold says going to sign up today and bet the guaranteed Saturday play. Harold, you cannot go wrong with just that one. Wisconsin laying the 7, minus 107, minus 106 or minus 6.5. Excuse me, it's minus $1.17. You can get Michigan at plus 7, minus $1.13. Money line for Wisconsin minus 240. First half minus 3.5, minus 190 on the money line with a first half total of half the full game total of 26. Interesting first half number there with a first quarter total of 10.5 in this one. When you start taking a look and diving in depth into this one right here, hold on one second. If you just texted me, I will. Unfortunately, we just lost Sunderland. Unfortunately, I do apologize. That one rode the suck bus. Corey, guaranteed Saturday is $150 guaranteed to win, or we will give you the next one absolutely free. And it's a winner. It's a winner. And you have until 2 p.m. Eastern time, so you have 2 hours to get on board the guaranteed Saturday. All right, so as far as give me one quick second, folks. One quick second. One quick second. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Interesting. One quick second. I'm trying to figure out something real quick, and it's not letting me adjust it. Alrighty, games are getting ready to get underway. Make sure you have your bets in. Because I know I am ready to rock and roll this morning. Nathan says take Razorbacks, Kyle. Pitts for the Gators is out. I don't think one player is going to determine the entire game in that one. But I guess necessarily wouldn't just take Arkansas on a win because of one player being out. All right. So, back to this game day breakdown. Back to Wisconsin and Michigan. First of all, 1-0 Wisconsin. They've played one game. One monster game. It's been a while since they played, since October 23rd, against the Fighting Illini, who they beat 45-7. And then we've got Michigan. Started out the year fantastic. They beat Minnesota 49-24. Everybody said, oh, hail Harbaugh and the Wolverines. It's going to be their year. This is Michigan's year to finally win. And then, oh my Lord, they ran into Michigan State. Well, they ran into Michigan State. They lost 27-24. And they said, oh, they're going to be able to bounce back. It's only against Indiana. Then they lost 38-21. Harbaugh's job has to be on the chopping block. If they lose today, which, by the way, they're going to lose today, Harbaugh needs to get his ass fired. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If for some reason Michigan wins today, which I don't think that they will, then Harbaugh can keep his job. As far as everything else goes, after today's done, Jim Harbaugh should be canned as soon as they get back to the locker room. They should be waiting with the pink slip. 13th ranked team in the country, Wisconsin, after only playing one game. They're only ranked because they haven't played anybody yet. They're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games after playing the Fighting Illini. However, that shit's been almost a month. Last time they played, Wisconsin did get the job done last year. They gave them the beat down, and I think they're going to give them a beat down again this year. Michigan is 7-0 to the over at home as an underdog. They are an underdog today. Harbaugh will not be selling oranges on the side of the freeway, Nathan. He'll be back in the NFL where he belongs. He will be back in the NFL where he belongs. He'll take developed talent. He'll make shitty play calls. And he'll probably still lead a team to a divisional championship and lose in the Super Bowl. Wisconsin 10-2-1 to the against the spread run against Michigan. Wisconsin has covered the spread 10 out of 13 games. They've only lost 2 when betting on them against the spread. Here they are laying the 6.5. They were 6 this morning, a.k.a. this morning. When you start taking a look at the numbers, Wisconsin's numbers really don't matter. They only played the Fighting Illini, where they had 182 rush yards, 248 in the air. They put up a monster 45 points. Their defense gave up 7 against, it was against Illinois, so take it with a grain of salt. The Fighting Illini were able to rush 5.2 yards per carry. That's a good number for Michigan. That's the only thing where I think Wisconsin can have a problem is the fact that their run defense for Wisconsin gave up 5.2 yards per carry. Michigan averages 5.1, all right? The Fighting Illini couldn't pass against Wisconsin. Michigan has been averaging 290 in the air, 7.8 yards per passing attempt, and 5.1 on the ground. This could be an upset, but I don't think it's going to happen today. I really don't. Now, Wisconsin has had plenty of time off. They've had nearly a month off. They better come in ready, not rusty, and they better come in lights out, ready to knock some snot out of some Michigan. Now, Michigan on defense, they've given up 3.2 yards per carry, 124 on the ground, as well as 7.6 yards per passing attempt. That's right up Wisconsin's alley. Wisconsin, after their one game, they're +1 on turnovers. Michigan's had their 2 losses. They're 2-1 on the year. They're even Steven in the turnover department. They're not negative. They're not above. They're even Steven in the turnover department. It's better than being negative. As far as this game goes, I've already said it. Wisconsin, in my opinion, beats them. They put the beat down on them. as far as this game goes, I already gave out a free small play on the over. I generally don't like giving out free plays on both side and the total. However, I cannot lie, I have a personal play on this game. All right? All my clients have already bet it. Wisconsin, we gave it out laying 6 this morning. That line is already up to 6.5 minus $1.15. You'll probably end up getting 6.5 or 7. Rich, it's spelled with an I, not an A. Starts with an I, not an A. I-L-L-I-N-I, Illini. So let's put it up on the board. If I can find my interactive whiteboard marker. I better cover my Dr. Pepper because I'm prone to spilling shit. Again, remember, you want 2 days of premium plays free or my personal plays? Go to our website. Look at this ugly guy right here. He can draw faces on me. Have some fun. All right, just like that, it's gone. So, with that being said, I liked it better at 6. It's at 6.5 right now. If you guys want to buy it down to 6, buy it down to 6. But remember, generally speaking, when you're buying points, you're already on the wrong side unless you're buying the hook. I think they cover by at least a touchdown. I don't think it's going to be a total beatdown. I think they cover by 2. I think they win by 2 scores. That could be anywhere from 9 to 14. Okay? 9 to 14 is what I think that they can get. Oh, and by the way, we need to put this up here. We'll put the big loser right next to it because it was a loser. Sunderland was a loser. Rat bastards. All right, college is underway. Touchdown, Liberty. Just kidding, not a touchdown for Liberty. I know you all bet in Liberty, so I was just teasing you. They're literally just starting. Virginia Tech getting ready to punt the ball already. Virginia Tech getting ready to punt the ball, 3rd and 3. Just kidding, they should be able to get a first down against Miami. Western Carolina moving the ball against Liberty on their punt return. See, scaring you guys. Army already drove and took 9 minutes off the clock. Just kidding. Robert S. says, when are people going to realize that Harbaugh is a joke? I don't think he's a joke. I think he's actually a great coach. I think he has the best interest at heart. I think he lacks when it comes to recruiting. I think Harbaugh excels in the NFL where you don't have to worry about recruiting. Let's be honest. Let's be real honest. It has to suck to be outside of Clemson or LSU. All others are picking up the scraps, plain and simple. Every kid out there, you know they want to play for Clemson or LSU or Alabama. You know they want to play for one of those 3. I mean, what kid wants to go to Michigan other than one that his dad went to Michigan, his dad's an alumni, so his dad talks about it. Let's be honest. Who wants to go to Michigan and freeze their ass off? No offense to everybody that lives there. But you know damn well these kids in college, they want to go play for Alabama, Clemson, because it's a winning program. They don't want to go to Michigan. They sure as hell don't want to go to Michigan State. They want to go to Ohio State. They want to go to the teams that are continuously in the top 4. Oklahoma. The teams that are putting all these kids into the NFL. I'd have to say, yes, the USC Trojans are a storied franchise. They're a storied college program. But they actually put a lot of kids in the NFL. And that's what a lot of these 5-star recruits are looking for, not Michigan. Now, a lot do come from Michigan. Harbaugh definitely gets some talent, that's for sure. So send him back to the NFL and he'll succeed, in my opinion. Send him back to the NFL and he'll succeed. My opinion, he'll succeed. Nebraska at the 30. Nebraska at the 30. I like it. At the 18, 1st and 10. Henry, brother, we're going to hammer the snot out of Guaranteed Saturday. We are going to hammer the snot out of Guaranteed Saturday. That is for sure. Dominic, thank you for jumping on board Guaranteed Saturday. Henry, thank you for jumping on board Guaranteed Saturday as well. Again, guys, if you're not on board for Guaranteed Saturday, you have less than 2 hours before the cutoff on the website goes. If it's not there anymore, there's no time to get on board. If you guys still see it, you can get on board. Okay, plain and simple. Corey says Western Kentucky will handle business today. I agree. I think they should as well. I think they should as well. Nebraska is definitely moving. We're down to what? The 14? Parlay Michigan, money line in the over. Yes. Uh-oh. There we go. He's not down. Call it. His arm is over. Call it. What? They fumbled it? They need to review that one. He looked like he was across the line before he fumbled it. No? Rodney, Guaranteed Sunday is $50, yes. How did he fumble that one? No, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. He's down at the 1. It looked like he crossed the... He's down at the 1. Down at the 1. He's down. His knee is down. There we go. Nebraska ball. Now don't fumble the flipping football. Rodney, 8-1 on Sunday NFL plays. There's nothing to review. There's nothing to review. Give him the ball, snap it. Give us our 6. Right? Give us our 6. Corey, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 p.m. your time is when you need to be signed up by? Well, we didn't take Nebraska, but we took the first quarter over 12.5. And I'm not going to lie, I'll take a quick 7. What's crazy is not one team has scored yet. Not one game. Not one game has had any points on the board yet. Michigan State with an interception? Wow. Wow. Mike says, can't remember the time Penn went 0-4. Mike Brown, as long as Thomas is first, I'll be happy because I have him as a future. Dr. Frankus says they're reviewing it. It's not a effing fumble. It's definitely not a fumble. Yeah, our Tulane 1st and goal. That is a fact. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a touchdown by somebody yet. Miami moving the ball at the Virginia Tech 34. Let's see here. Nobody's scored yet. Crazy. Normally, we always got a couple touchdowns quick and early. What's going to be funny is when Tulane 1st and goal is the first touchdown on the board. Frozen. It's probably good. Frozen is probably good. Alrighty. Sucks we lost the Sunderland bet. That one did. I had actually had real high hopes on that soccer game. All right, here we go. He's not in yet. Touchdown, there we go. They called it. Touchdown, there we go. Miami horrible with a fake field goal. That sucks. 4th and 3, just kick the field goal. There we go, Igor. Touchdown, Nebraska. Absolutely. We got one on the board. We got one on the board. Hopefully we get another one quick. Crazy. Low-scoring games to start. TCU is driving and had to punt the ball down to West Virginia 1. Rich to start air frying some corn boys. Big Afro Kid, you know, or pick 6, right? Jeff says, if you're going to go for it, I want King out there for 4th down. Exactly. Why take a chance on a fake punt? If you're going to go for it, just go for it. Liberty 1st and goal from the 4, first possession. They move the ball quick. Tulane touchdown. Tulane with a 6-minute drive. That'll definitely be a quick touchdown for them. Kentucky with a quick touchdown, 4.5 minutes. All right, folks. Touchdown Liberty, nice. Stat Quap, I wish you luck, brother. It'd be nice to see Penn State come back and score real quick. Be nice to see TCU with a pick 6 or a quick safety. I cannot lie. I cannot lie there. All right, folks, remember tomorrow we will be live. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. We're winding down now. We're just shooting the shit. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you don't miss a beat on anything that we do, okay? Hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Liberty 7-0. Tulane 7-0. Nebraska 7-0. Kentucky 7-0. Big Afro Kid, I don't think you'll see 6. That line was 6 this morning. You'll have to buy it down. I'd be surprised if we don't see 7 or 7.5. Big run for Wisconsin from their own end zone. Would definitely be nice to see Penn State with a quick touchdown. Get us our first victory. Wake Forest 1st and goal. Teams are a little slow to waking up, but they're waking up. Teams are definitely waking up. That's a good thing. D Wade, yeah, the UFC package is going to be solid tonight. I know the package that you purchased yesterday, you've got the UFC Max Fight Pick in it. So you have access, Devin, to the UFC Max Fight Pick. You know, I'm definitely not, they have the full card for sale. I'm definitely not the UFC expert by no means. By no means. I'm more of a fan than a picker when it comes to the UFC. That's why we've got the experts with that one. Penn State, third down already. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to them giving the ball right back to Nebraska and let them just run the ball real quick. Wake Forest up 6-0, 7-0 now. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen a touchdown or any points in the Middle Tennessee and Marshall game. Penn with the big first down, 3rd and 5. Big run. I don't know why he takes a beating. He should have just slid right there. Air fryers for everyone, right? Air fryers for everybody. If you guys missed the free play board, here it is. There's 2 free plays on there. We're on Penn State first quarter over, and then Wisconsin laying 6.5. If you're waiting to think you're going to get it at 6, it was at 6 this morning, and I don't expect you guys to get it at 6. I'd be shocked if it's not at 7 soon. Downtown for life. Tex 86 says Penn State over first. It was a great bet. I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it cashes for us. Big run by them. Down to the 45 of Nebraska. A lot of games slow starting. Miami and Virginia Tech, 5 minutes in, no score there. Marshall, Middle Tennessee, 5 minutes there, no score. Marshall still on their own 20. Yeah, Focus Sports, a lot of time left in that game. A lot of time left in that game. It's not that, you know, interception by Penn State. All right, Nebraska intercepted it. That sucks. Oh, they returned it to their 14. There we go. Now I'm delayed. I'm like 20 seconds behind you. We'll take that one. Penn State can screw things up. No, that helps us. That definitely helps us. Yeah, Tulane up on Army early. That interception's a good one for us. Yeah, we were live betting that game. Navy couldn't stop the run, and the Navy came out the second half and completely shut them down. That game was insane. We were doing a live betting show during that game. West Virginia moving the ball 1st and 10 at the TCU 43. Nebraska down inside the 10. That's a good one. We'll stay live. Hopefully we punch this one in. Michael B., thanks for jumping on board the Guaranteed Saturday. First and goal. We're getting closer, folks. We're getting closer. Cash this first one. Cash it while we're live. Hopefully. They just run. Mike, Army could come back. I just thought that one would be a tough matchup. I thought it would be a close game and probably decided by a score. And they're going back. They're going to see. You can't just keep running it up the middle. You can't just keep running it up the middle. 4th and goal. See, they're going to screw it up. Michael, turn your phone sideways if you're using a phone. Turn your phone sideways. Scroll down. Look for your username. There's a small little box with 4 windows in it. Click that box. And then scroll down. Yep. Drop the touchdown pass. Unbelievable. You can't drop those. I mean, he hit him right in the mitts. I mean, it was right here. 10-0. We're a field goal away now, boys. That should have been a winner right there. Need a field goal for the win. That's the thing with the first quarter bets is everything has to go perfectly. You can't drop a touchdown pass and put up 3 when you need 6. Unfortunately. Hopefully we get it. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. That was our opportunity, though. Wake Forest, North Carolina tied up 7 apiece. Marshall still hasn't scored. Miami and Virginia Tech riding the suck bus. No points there. Indiana, Michigan State 0-0. Wishing for a push. I'm wishing for a win. Blake, it was a soccer play. We ended up losing that one. It's a very small soccer play that we bet on early this morning. Jonathan, you have Wake plus 13.5. That's a good start. Marshall can't do diddly squat early. See, that game scared me, laying 24. I thought they'd score some points, though. I definitely thought they'd score some points. I can't lie. We've got a premium play on the over 13 on that one. And they're 9 minutes in. They're 9 minutes in with nothing. The Wake Forest, North Carolina first quarter over was 14.5. But yeah, that would have been a nice one because they've got plenty of time. They still have 7 minutes left. You'd still be looking for a third score in that one. You'd still be looking for a third score in that one. Marshall punts it. And if I'm reading this correctly, Middle Tennessee State fumbles the ball at their 7. Michael, need to turn your phone sideways. If you're using a phone, turn your phone sideways because you have access to multiple packages. Scroll down, look for your username. Right next to your username is a small little box with 4 windows in it. Click that box and then scroll down. Marshall, 2nd and goal from the 3. We're riding the first quarter over. Rich, put me on the phone. I'm getting ready to get off the live show. Put football on. Thank you, Mike Brown. You get 10 cents now. Touchdown, Marshall. We do have the over 13 in the first quarter in that one. Marlon, what's going on? Virginia Tech got a touchdown. Very nice. Very nice. They're starting to score, folks. We need one in this Penn State game, like, quick. I'm trying to get off the live show. I actually have to go home, take my bass boat, and take it to the dealer. It's fishing weather. I got to get my boat serviced. Got to get my boat fixed. But, man, we have 6 minutes. 6 minutes to get ourselves a couple points. As far as more free plays go, Blake, I don't have any, like, official free plays. West Virginia getting ready to punch one in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Touchdown, West Virginia. We need some points in that game. They will. They just got to get that scoring party started there. Oh, man, what a hit by Nebraska on that kid from Penn State. Absolutely crushed him. So score updates around the league. Marshall up 7-0. Liberty 7-0. Virginia Tech up 7-0. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Army up 7-0. Tulane up 7-0 on Army. Army driving 4th and 5 from the Tulane 45. Michigan State, Indiana 0-0. Penn State losing 10-0 to Nebraska, and we need 3 more points. Yeah, Jeff, Virginia Tech got a touchdown. They're leading. West Virginia up 7-0, getting ready to kick off. Vandy up 7-0 Vandy down by 7 to Kentucky, up 7-0. Virginia Tech up 7-0. And Wake Forest and North Carolina still tied 7 apiece. What's the Army game looking like? A barn burner. Tulane's got the ball after Army went for it on 4th down, which is what they're going to do all the time across midfield. Can you play the over 54.5? I wouldn't live bet over. If the live bet is over 54.5, I wouldn't touch it. The game's 0-0 with 5 minutes left. Huge first down by Penn, running the ball on 3rd down. Oh, the Wisconsin total later. I'm thinking another game. I was thinking Indiana. You should be fine at 54.5. Michael, again, if you're using a phone, you need to turn it sideways like this. Okay? Turn it sideways and scroll down. Look for your username. Look for your username. Click the small little box right next to it. It's got 4 windows in it. A small little box that's got 4 windows in it. Click that one. Well, we got the first down. Problem is there's only 3 minutes left. What do I think about Wisconsin with the spread? If you rewind about 30 minutes ago, we gave it out as a free play. We broke it down. The problem is if they get a couple more first downs without a quick touchdown. Oh, and they just fumbled the ball, but I think he was down. Yeah, they ruled him down. Down to life. Yeah, you're a little behind us. Quarterback's got to protect that football a little better than that. That was too close for comfort. Yeah, Penn State's going to keep running. They got the first down. It should stop the clock until they set it. Liberty up 7. Marshall up 7. Middle Tennessee State at their own 35, or at their own 41. Miami driving second and 8 at the Virginia Tech 33. Two minutes left. Second down. I know, Jeremiah, I need that on a soundboard. We need it on a soundboard. The problem is Penn State just picked up the first down at the 19 with under not much time to go. So I think we're going to fall flat on this one. I think they're going to probably get it that first or second play into the second quarter. Unfortunately, we could blame it on Nebraska for dropping that touchdown. Unfortunately. That's a shitty break. We had it. He dropped it. It was in his hands. Should have caught that touchdown. Would have been a winner. Still time, though. Still time. Assuming they pass the ball. I take Christopher Bayer. I'll take 2 incomplete passes. Yeah, I figured we were going to end up losing it. Unfortunately. Yeah, you run the ball. No time on the clock. End of the first. That one sucks. That's a tough one. They had it in their hands. We got all that we wanted. And that sucks. That sucks. Yep, we lost that one. You switched it to the over in the first half. Oh, they'll score here. They'll get that extra, the other points that we needed here shortly. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Miami field goal, crazy. Their first quarter was 9.5. Crazy. I actually did a parlay. And this was the only loser. This was the only loser on it. Big 3-team first quarter over parlay. So that sucks. But, you know, we got the chances. We got the chances we needed. Just didn't drop the touchdown pass. Not much you could do about that. Tom, I'm going to say that you're a fucking moron because I said Indiana competes with Michigan. I said Michigan State sucks. Michael, glad you got it. Ton, you're a fucking moron. You might want to go get your ears cleaned out and actually go back and listen. But yeah. That's why we're on Indiana, you fucking idiot. I'm actually not mad. I just think you're an idiot. Yeah, Ton is calling me out. He can't spell his name correctly. But yet, we have a premium play on Indiana. Uh-huh. And I'm actually not mad. I just think you're a fucking idiot. And I was a sailor, so I use the F word pretty regularly. Ton Anderson, come back when you can spell your name correctly, okay? Boy, where did Ton go? Ton trying to think of something. Oh. If you don't listen to handicappers, why are you here? Here, let me make it easier for you, okay? See you later, buddy. Yet you're here on our channel. Fucking moron. Right, Alex? Yeah, Mike. T-Money Marshall definitely needs a TD. These first quarters are barn burners this morning. I'm so pissed. The Nebraska tight end dropping the ball. That pisses me off. That sucks. Because here they come. It's always first or second play in the second half. He throws it away, throws in the stand, so... Right, Rich? Raymond, nah, they don't kill the vibe. We just liven it up a little. Chuck, absolutely. Absolutely. And here comes Penn State to kick the field goal. They couldn't have ran that play right before half. Hit him in the hands. Hit him in the hands. It's always one or two plays after the first half or first quarter's over. Marshall at midfield, 4 minutes left. We need one there. Tulane up 14-0 quick. TCU, well, they were moving the ball, not anymore. All right, folks. Wake Forest, holy smokes, 24 points in the first quarter. We missed an opportunity there. Yeah, Mike, they either get it or it happens right after. That's why that second quarter total in the NFL is always 17 usually. Yeah, Rich, it's stupid. when they do that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Remember, plenty of time to get on board what we've got for the rest of the day. Guaranteed Saturday as well. You've got an hour and 15 minutes to get on board. Game starts after that, though, but they're taking the sign-ups off at 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6